Hey church, next week we start a week of fasting and prayer. And my encouragement to you is that you take some time this week to think about what next week will look like for you, so this time of fasting and prayer is meaningful. My prayer is that I will come out of this week feeling refreshed with renewed vision and renewed perspective. This is what fasting and prayer is about. It's about changing, breaking up our lives, living differently for a week so we can hear from God and we can reform some of those patterns that perhaps we're missing or some that we just need to get rid of. Just some thoughts. I talked about there being three spheres of influence in humanity that the Bible writers talk about, the early church writers. They talk about the world, they talk about the flesh, and they talk about the spirit. The world is the system of things, the flesh is our appetites, and the spirit is the Spirit of God within us, leading us towards God. Fasting is a time when we lean into the Spirit, but we step away from the world's influences. We take control of our appetites, particularly our need for food, our hunger, and we lean into the Spirit. Now, we know that fasting is to do with food, and to that end, I've sent out some information, or will be sending out some information about the Daniel fast, but you do whatever works for you. We all have different health requirements and so on, but you do what works for you. But there's another thing that I want to encourage you to think about. It's the idea of separation. There is a whole world with the influences coming at us constantly. A time of fasting is also separation from the input of the world. Now, I encourage you to think about what next week will look like for you. Maybe there will be some restructuring of the things that you normally do for entertainment or how you relax. I encourage you to think about next week and have next week be a different type of week, so that we would walk out of that week with a different mindset. That's my encouragement to you. I'll be thinking about that, looking at that for myself as well. Well, thank you for watching this, and I look forward to journeying with you over the next weeks and months as we talk about spiritual renewal.